Hey guys, it's Columbus Arts, and today we're going to be talking about writing rituals and exploring the superstitions and habits of renowned authors throughout history. But first, what exactly are writing rituals? Much like a pregame routine for athletes, many authors have unique habits and superstitions they believe enhance their creative process. When you start writing, you may even develop your own rituals. First, we have the sacred writing place, kind of like a special zone where your creativity can flow. For example, J.K. Rowling, who is the author behind Harry Potter, wrote in busy cafes. Studies say a bit of background noise can actually boost creativity. The clatter of cups and the aroma of coffee might be just what some writers need. But thinking about Marcel Proust, who liked writing in total quiet, he was locked away in his room, with no noise, just him and his thoughts. George Orwell, known for 1984 and Animal Farm, also went for a super simple setup. No distractions, just pure focus. So why does it matter where you write? Well, it turns out the look and feel of your writing space can affect your mood and how well your brain works. Whether it's a cozy study, a busy cafe, or a clean and simple corner, your choice can shape not just your writing vibe, but also the quality of your work. As a writer in the making, try out different spots and see what clicks. Maybe you like the buzz of a cafe, the calm of your room, or the simplicity of a tidy corner. Let's talk about something we all live by: time. How does time play into the process of writing? Take Haruki Murakami, the guy who brought us into surreal worlds. He's a morning person, up with the sun, writing his novels with clockwork precision. Research says having a consistent writing routine, like Murakami's, helps your brain get into that creative flow more easily. On the other side, we have F. Scott Fitzgerald, the brain behind The Great Gatsby. Fitzgerald was a night owl. His creativity kicked in when the world was asleep. He even quoted, "I write at night and get up late. That's one way you can get rid of the day." So the time you feel most alive creatively might be totally different from someone else. Then there's also Toni Morrison, a literary powerhouse. She didn't stick to a strict schedule. Morrison said, "I write when I'm inspired." She recognized that creativity doesn't always punch in at 9 a.m. So what's the science behind this? Our brains have different peaks throughout the day. Mornings are great for focus, while late afternoons can be a hotbed for creative thinking. Now let's explore lucky charms and superstitions, those special things that famous authors believe bring them good luck. It's not just about luck, there's a psychological twist to how these items impact the minds of her favorite writers. Agatha Christie is known as the Mystery Queen. She had a special typewriter that she thought had a magic touch for her writing. It wasn't just a tool, it was like a good luck charm that boosted her confidence. This is a bit like when you wear your favorite shirt because it makes you feel good. Roald Dahl, who wrote fantastic children's stories, had a writing hut. Going inside this hut wasn't just a practical thing, it was a signal to his brain that it's time to be creative. Like having a special spot for doing homework, it gets your mind in the right zone. Here's something a bit more unusual. Victor Hugo, the French writer, would actually strip naked before writing, which seems strange, right? But for him, it was about eliminating distractions and focusing on his work. We all have our own ways of getting into the zone, maybe not as extreme, but something that works for us. Even pens can be more than just writing tools. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle believed in a lucky pen. It's like when you have a favorite pen that makes you feel confident during a test, the belief in the pen's magic can actually boost your performance. Truman Capote, who wrote in Cold Blood, had a thing about Fridays. He wouldn't start or finish writing on a Friday. It might seem superstitious, but it's like having rules that make you feel in control. It reduces stress and makes the writing process more comfortable. So these lucky charms and rituals aren't just for show. They have a psychological impact, making authors feel more confident and in control. Dive into the science stuff, the way writing rituals connect with our brains. Understanding this connection helps writers pick habits that not only feel good, but also make our brains super creative. Rituals, in a way, can be like secret signals to our brains. When we do something familiar, our brain releases a chemical called dopamine, which makes us feel happy. So let's connect this to writers. Think about Maya Angelou. She used to check into a hotel to write, which sounds fancy, but wasn't just for comfort. Her brain got the message, "Hey, it's writing time," and pumped out all the creative juices. Now, going back to Haruki Murakami, the guy who has a thing for late night writing. Our bodies have a clock, and for some people, creativity peaks at different times. Murakami figured this out and started writing when his brain was at its creative best, late at night. The takeaway here is that these rituals aren't just quirks, they're shortcuts for our brains to get into a creative state. So, for all you writers out there, it's like finding your own secret code to unlock your creative mind. Remember that creativity is deeply personal to each person. Experiment, adapt, and find rituals that resonate with your writing process. Happy writing!